Can you feel the earth shake beneath your feet? We are the thunder, the electricity.
The rhythm of this game, like the pulse of their hearts, is increasing in intensity and reach. It has become a driving drumbeat, stirring spirits and drawing eyes that can't look away.
Wake you up as we tear the walls down.
These teams have risen above, taken to higher heights, a sport with no limits in sight. At stake today, a spot in the national championship.
And the defending champs return.
They will work as one, dig deep, and rise up.
With the hammer. Not how you start, it is how you finish.
At the NCAA Women's Volleyball Semifinals.
Chapter 2 of the night continues now. Our second semifinal, Texas, the defending national champions, taking on Wisconsin, who won the title 2 years ago. Nebraska looked like the #1 overall seed in this tournament. They blocked their way into the championship match for the 11th time. They have 5 national titles to their name. Who will they face seeking their 6th national title? We are about to find out. Welcome back to Tampa. Courtney Lau alongside former ACC Player of the Year Katie George, indoor national champion, beach Olympic bronze medalist Holly McPeak. What a first match, and how about this Nebraska team? They looked pretty good.
Well, we've seen them. We saw them last week at regionals, and they've been impressive, but they're blocking, and they're just dialed in defensively.
They have gotten better every time they have stepped on the court. Pittsburgh is an excellent team, and they pushed Pitt out of their comfort zone for the entirety of that match.
So Nebraska is in. Who will they face? We are lucky because we get to see a couple of candidates for National Player of the Year. Let's start with Sarah Franklin for Wisconsin.
Well, Sarah Franklin returning home to Florida. She is the only player for Wisconsin who's on the court the whole time. 6th rotation player. She's improved in every stat category for this Wisconsin team. After a medical scare over the summer, she is grateful for the opportunity to do what she loves, and she's doing it better than almost everybody across the country.
An All-American once again for Sarah Franklin, and you see her numbers this season. 4.2 kills per set. That is a program record in the 25-point scoring era. It's impressive what her and Wisconsin have been able to do. But then you see Texas, who has a totally different role as the underdog this year, coming back as the defending national champions. But they're led by Madison Skinner, who's been here and won a few times.
She's won 2 national championships already, and yet this is the best we have ever seen Maddie Skinner play. She writes another gear on her hand tape before every match, and boy, have we seen her raise her game to a different level on the outside pin. Without Skinner, Texas would not be in Tampa. She willed the Longhorns to 2 victories at the Stanford Regional. So dynamic, can manipulate the block, and unbelievably fun to watch. It is going to be so much fun watching these 2 teams go head-to-head.
I mean, that is a monster number. 5.6 kills per set, the most in the tournament since 2019 when Catherine Plummer did it, who was the National Player of the Year a few times in her career. 344 hit percentage, 7 aces. Maddie Skinner is on another level, and Texas needs her to be tonight. These are the last 2 national champions, and they will face off in Tampa for a spot in our championship match on Sunday against Nebraska. Both have experience playing in that championship match. Texas is trying to go back-to-back. Wisconsin is trying to get to the title match for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. Wisconsin won it all in 2021. Texas won it last year in 2022. This was back in 2021, and Wisconsin finally broke through. They have been to the finals 4 times.
Behind Dana Redke and Anna Smrek, who is the most outstanding player, they were able to beat Nebraska in 5 sets.
And then last year it was Louisville and Texas, and the Longhorns came out and they looked dominant as the #1 team from start to finish.
They were led by Logan Eggleston, somebody who is such an inspirational player, could will her team to win. Maddie Skinner stepping into Logan Eggleston's shoes on that outside pin has been so great to watch. She has leveled up this season.
Texas sweeping Louisville last season. Bit of a tougher road this year. They played some outstanding matches out in Palo Alto in the regional, taking down Tennessee in 5 sets, and then the home team, Stanford, in 4 sets. The road not easy for either of these teams. Wisconsin had to go through fellow Big Ten foe Penn State in the regional semifinal. That's the round of 16. And then a really good Oregon team in that regional final.
And they said that was a stressful match, one of the toughest ones they've had to play because of the speed of Oregon's offense.
Texas, I think, played, what, a total of 6 hours out of the Stanford regional, going against Tennessee and then Stanford. Those were long matches. They were tested and delivered.
And Tennessee had a match point against them in the 4th set, and Texas was able to fight on.
2 physical, dominating teams going head-to-head here in Tampa. The crowd did not leave. The volleyball is too good. A packed Amalie Arena. Kelly Sheffield talked about it. All 4 teams that made it to Tampa capable of winning in different ways. It makes them so dangerous, including these 2, of course.
Well, Wisconsin is the 2nd best offensive team in the country and the 1st best blocking team. So much balance.
Kelly Sheffield, his 5th national semifinal in the last 11 seasons. Jarrett Elliott, his 23rd year leading the Texas Longhorns. His 11th appearance in the semifinals. He has 2 national championships at Texas.